Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to thank everybody for coming here this evening. We really appreciate it. I'm Dottie Miller, the producer of Wedding Clickers Bridal Show, along with my husband, Bob Miller, and Lindsay Johnston and Jared Haynes. Without them, it would be literally impossible for us to do all of what we do, and everybody else on the staff. So we want to thank all of you, because without you, we wouldn't be here either. So we very, very much appreciate every one of you as vendors, as friends, and people who just come to help us out. It took a lot of work, a lot of people to put this together today. And who is the #1 event planner? David Tutera. We want to give him a big welcome to the stage. Welcome, David.
Thank you. How are you all? I think I've met everybody today. I think I had the opportunity to say hello and take pictures. And first of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing me to Pittsburgh. Bob, thank you so much. This has been an incredible day. It started out as a whirlwind. It's ending as a whirlwind. But what I would love to do this evening with all of you, since I've got a short period of time, is I could talk a little bit about my career. I know everybody in the room is fairly from the industry, correct? We've got new brides in the room. So I wanted to take the chance right now to tell you about myself and then open up the floor to all of you to ask me questions. I'm about sharing, I'm about honesty. If you ask me something that you want to know about what I've done or what I'm doing or what you can do and how you can move forward in your industry and in your career, I'm very much open for that. That's how I began 20 plus years ago. And for those of you that didn't sort of hear the bits and pieces of my story, as I was speaking earlier today, I started my business 24 years ago. And it was a journey that I've taken that has been one that has always been exciting and sort of one that you never quite knew what was about to happen around the corner. 24 years ago, the industry really didn't exist as an industry. It was just sort of beginning. And the associations had just begun. I began to become a member of ISIS, and I took it from there. But when I began, my career began by accident. At least I thought by accident. I don't think anything really truly is one. But when I started, I was doing something interesting. I was actually in college. I was going to Fordham University. And I realized about a year into school that it wasn't really something for me. So I had that little conversation with my mom and dad and say, you know, guys, thanks for paying for college, but I'm going to sort of take a little absence for a while, which wound up becoming forever. And I wanted to make a little extra money. So I was making money in the senior year of high school as a person that did singing telegrams. And I wrote these songs. So like if you wanted to hire me to do a singing telegram for someone special, I would interview you and I would write these little ditties and I would roll them up in a scroll after I wrote them, and they sang them to their honoree dressed up in a kooky costume, a gorilla, a chicken, you named it, I did it. So I said, Mom and Dad, I have a great idea. I want to open up this store, and the store is going to be where you can go and order singing telegrams and order a balloonogram and have gifts and all that, interesting things. So I would decorate the window differently every single month just to draw the attention. And one afternoon on a Saturday, a woman came in the store after she had gone to the movies, which was right next door. So luckily, by accident, people lined up in front of my store. And she walked in and she said, listen, I would love for you to decorate my son's bar mitzvah just the way you did the window. I went, okay. Now, before I tell you the rest of the story, I learned another lesson in my life as a child from my mom and my dad, which is never to say no. You always say yes in life. So I figured, well, I'm going to say yes. So I said, sure, I'll decorate your son's bar mitzvah. She walked out the front door and I called my friend and I said, what the hell's a bar mitzvah? I honestly had no idea what it was. And I realized that I had this budget in front of my hands. It was $2,500, which I thought was incredible. And I executed this event. And this event led to the beginning. That was my entree into the world of special events. I honestly, probably for the first 10 years of business, for those of you that are in business under 10 years, I didn't know what I was doing. I honestly just was winging my life. And I always took projects on from all of my clients, because when they walked in the door, and to this day I'm the same way with my clients, they ask me to do something, I simply say yes. It's our job, all of us, as complicated or as difficult our clients could be, daily, weekly, yearly, we have a job. Our job is to create celebrations and experiences for people that deserve that for that period of time, even if we don't like the client. I just want to say one last thing to everybody. If there's anything that I can give to you this evening that I haven't yet, which would be just to extend, to continue to love and enjoy what you do and have the passion for both your personal life, but obviously we're talking about business right now. Because if you think about it, I know you all know this, is that there are very few opportunities that there are people like ourselves, all of us are equal in this room, that can provide moments for people to step away from their life, the drama, the negativity, the whatever might be going on, and give these people, our clients and their guests, an opportunity to simply depart from their everyday and step into a world that's a world of parties. That's pretty cool. We're very blessed and lucky to be doing what we do. So everyone, walk out of here tonight and find another new client, another new direction, be a trendsetter, enjoy the process. And thank you for bringing me to Pittsburgh. And I hope to be back here again soon and keep up the great work, everybody. Thank you.